It even gives us a nice little, like, thing.
Huh.
That's nice.
Alright.
I can live with that.
I mean, it should be extended a bit, but...
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to Kirby's Dream Lands.
Hello.
The first one.
Yes, the first Kirby's game ever's.
The one where he couldn't do jack shit.
This is true.
I guess we don't get, like, a plot either.
We do not.
Cool. Can he dash?
It does not appear so.
Oh. So Kirby, like, could not do anything.
Pretty much.
He's got some soda.
Soda that we don't need, by the way.
Glad to see they have such high faith in us this early in the game.
This early in the first Kirby game. Kirby's Adventure is the one where it actually got kind of hard.
I feel like this progressed to mini-boss, like, weirdly quickly.
The pacing in this game is weird, because there is none. It's just, you move.
Well, fuck that guy. Those things are called Poppy Bros, I think, right?
Yes! You know why? Because they pop. When you shoot shit at them, they pop, just like everything else in this world does.
Mm-hmm. What is the, like, giant, cat
It's a bear.
thing?
It's a bear. It holds no significance.
Also, there's Cappy, the mushroom guy.
Cappy the mushroom guy! This one's sad.
Well, he doesn't have his cap.
Where did it go, buddy?
He lost it.
Raw!
So why do the bears have, like, Naruto headbands?
I actually have no clue. But they keep those throughout the entire series. I think we're a little bit speechless and flabbergasted by this game at the moment because we're still exploring it. But, do you have anything to say?
Everything looks small.
Everything is small. It was a Game Boy.
Like, the weird thing is it looks correctly proportioned, but also small.
Yep.
Like, it still somehow fits on what was such a tiny screen. Also, why is Wispy Woods in, like, every fucking Kirby game?
He's just a guy.
Always as the first boss. Did he even do anything?
No.
Or are we just, like, attacking a tree?
We're always just, the first place we go is the tree so that we can kick his ass.
Also, that happens.
Yeah, I wonder what the fuck is going on with that, by the way. Kirby just seems to split into three every time he's victorious.
So, oh. I thought that was gonna stay up there.
So did I.
But,
Oh, here's the only power you get. Never mind, it was just a microphone.
you don't get powers in this one.
I was pretty sure that it would clear the screen for me if I touched that microphone. Why do they have a microphone if they're not going to use Mike Kirby? They didn't think about him using the microphone?
Perhaps it's because you ate it. And we're maybe not supposed to do that.
That's a significant possibility. Well, it doesn't come back, so...
What the fuck was that real-ass vampire bat? I don't remember those being a thing.
It's just a bat. It's just a bat. Oh, we have Mario Brothers 2 ripoffs, and actually this entire area looks kind of like ripped directly out of a Mario game. And now we're in Ocean Land. Castle Lololo is so confusing. Also, we don't get attacks when we're underwater now.
That reminds me, do you know about like what Lololo and La 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 are?
I know that they came from their own game on the NES.
They actually had a decent number of games.
It was a puzzle game, if I remember.
Lolo had like a series. I think it went up until the end of the SNES or something like that.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I didn't like look into it too much because I didn't care. But
right.
It lasted for longer than I would have expected. He had 3 games at least, so.
Right. Well, that was the time of puzzle games being a big deal, because they were like the arcades.
I feel like a lot of these enemies have just not ever come back.
There are a number that have not.
Because we have Goofy, like, ghost thing that kind of looks like a boo. We had the mummy balls. We have actual vampire bats.
So, that was the entire Lololo boss fight, and he's dead now.
Cool.
Yep. A little bit easier than the, other ones, isn't it?
I guess.
I'm gonna save my girlfriend.
Glad to see Gordos were around the whole time being dicks.
Yep. Also, these weird ghost guys don't ever come back. Just kidding about the boss fight thing, by the way. Haha.
Now, do we, kill, like, if we attack only one of them, do they die, or can we hit one of them for all of the hits?
That's a good question. They die.
Huh. This music is kind of crazy.
La la la. And then we just go.
Cool.
All of the sprites that were made specifically for the dance number, though.
Yeah.
That was a weird amount of work to put into something that doesn't have any effect on the game.
Well, they also did these things.
That's true. This game has a lot of heart. I think that's what carried it so far.
Mm-hmm. Kirby went a
Whoa.
long... Huh. Kirby went a long way on charm alone.
Yeah. And then finally good games came out. Like really good games. Like Superstar. And Adventure. Meta Nightmare Ultra. Just in Superstar.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that counts, but okay.
Huh. Oh. That's how that works. That was a weird way to do it, but okay. I'm pretty sure that this entire thing is in Superstar, by the way. This entire first game, for the most part, is in Superstar.
I remember at least that Castle Lololo is because
Castle Lololo is in all of them,
that.
though. But I remember this room specifically. like a remix of this game type deal.
Mm-hmm.
Was what was going on back then.
So, what's up with these, like, waddle-doo clams that happen every now and then?
I don't fucking know. Do you think that I have an explanation that this game hasn't given us? Tell you what, I do have an explanation. Waddle-doo one day just decided to step into a shellfish, and sex accidentally happened, and so Waddle-doo clams were born.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became taboo, so it never happened again.
I feel like something has to be, like, pretty, bad to become taboo in the Kirby
I forgot about
world.
this.
The curry or whatever?
Yeah. This is where that came from.
The music for that is interesting.
Yes.
Also, the snail things don't seem to have been brought back, really.
They're in other games, just not as often. Oh. It's so imaginative. Now we're in the clouds. This is a feel-good game.
I like how Kirby doesn't actually ever smile in this.
2 of the power-ups in one thing? Cool.
What was it with Game Boy games and having these, like, air battle things?
I don't know.
Because there's something exactly like this in Super Mario Land, also.
Yep. Kicked its ass!
He always has just, like, a dead, expressionless face.
Yeah. Not exactly as childlike as it once was. Now it's more. Whoa! So, Dreamland is fucked now that there's 1,000 Kirbys raining down on him.
What the hell is that?
It looked to be a rocket.
Whatever it was, it looked stupid. Look at it. Did you see how stupid it looked?
It was stupid.
They have their tongues out. Also, they have tongues.
Yes. Fuck these things. Scarfies? Is that what they are? Scarfies?
Something
Scraffies?
like that.
Oni heads. You don't see those in another one of these.
Huh.
That's actually really neat. I don't like those rockets. Sir Kibble!
I feel like the parasol cannon should have been falling to the ground.
Yes. Also, I mistook those spikes for background elements one time. Bad idea.
Game Boy games are not super great at, like, differentiating foreground and background.
They really aren't. Mine. Oni heads.
They're moving in a weird pattern.
Yep, that's the idea. It's like a pinball rocket.
Did I say how many levels this has yet, or no?
It's like 5.
Yeah, something like that. I like preemptively looked up that just to like get a general idea for how long this might be. And it's only like 5 levels, as were a lot of early Game Boy games. I mean, like, Super Mario Land is only 4 worlds of 3 or something like that.
Super Mario Land 2 was good, though. I loved that one.
That's because that one was later in the Game Boy. That and they made it, like, new, rather than Mario Bros. 1, except there's aliens or something. And
yeah.
Also he goes to, like, actual places.
And it's a new princess. This is Kracko.
This is Kracko Jr.
Yes. Even though he just becomes Kracko later. So he's not really Junior, he's just Kracko. He's also a dick.
Yeah. So, are all Waddle Doos birthed from Kracko?
No. He just has that power is all.
Because I feel like it'd be an interesting backstory to have, like, all Waddle Doos in the land be from that. Because, I mean, it explains their power, kind of.
I like to think that they're like the same species or something, and that if a Waddle Doo got old enough, it would become Kracko. But Kirby exists, so that doesn't happen. Whoop!
Also, slightly related, I guess, how do Waddle Dees eat? Because they don't have a mouth.
They eat with their eyes. You know, like
that sounds like a sad existence.
Like that expression, I eat with my eyes. They do that. They just do. That was not as well timed as it could have been.
Yeah. Why the fuck do those explode?
Why not? This is a nice 3 frames of action right here.
Yeah. Why was that something we could do?
Not sure.
I mean, it's not like we could get through the wall to wherever that was.
Right.
So.
Pretty useless. We're gonna die.
He seems a little more rounded in this one.
Yeah. This was his first appearance. Come at me.
So who would you say is your favorite Kirby boss?
You know how difficult it is for me not to say Meta Knight? Like, can we just strike Meta Knight from the record for that? Because
I guess, because I'm not really sure he would count. I mean, you do fight him a lot, but I don't know, he's a weird gray area.
You know, that's a really good question, actually, as long as Meta Knight's not on the table. Fucking Jersey Mike's, I don't know. Kracko comes close. Does it have to be a recurring boss?
Not necessarily, I mean...
In that case, I like the Mecha Kracko, or whatever it was, from Squeak Squad.
One of my favorites is Master Hand and Crazy Hand from
Mirror.
that.
Well, stage 5.
And now we're at the best music in the game.
And it's very, very roots. They definitely improved upon all of the music in Kirby over time. Okay, so now we just have to fight all the things. We go through a little bit of a level, not much, and then we fight it.
Cool. Well, fuck you too, Gordo.
Also, look at Kirby. And Kirby.
Gordos are just assholes.
Yep. Oh, that's a switch.
Okay.
I thought it was an enemy Kirby! Like in, what's...
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
Anti-Kirby's.
Yes. Because they exist in the same universe. Boop. This poor tree just gets beat up for no reason. Alright, next I'm going to the next one that's more fun.
See, the only, like, issue I have with this is something that, like, can't really even be helped. Because it's so short
Dang it.
that, all of what we're doing here just immediately has the whole, like, I just did this thought to it.
Right.
Because, I mean, like, we're going to beat this in one episode.
Right.
So, like, it's hard to have specific thoughts toward the game. But that's a problem that, like, all Game Boy games kind of suffered from.
Right.
Because, like, Super Mario Land, the first one, also kind of had that because it, you'd go through the, like, 4 worlds or whatever, and then it would just start you back at the first world. And it was, like, maybe harder, I think. I don't remember, even. But it was not like, the original Mario where you could do that and once you finished the game you could like go back through and have more of a challenge and just kind of feel okay with it.
Right. There is like a super hard mode or whatever in this that you unlock the code for after you beat it.
How much difference that makes is probably minimal, though.
Right.
And see, I kind of wonder, like, where Link's Awakening falls on the gradient of Game Boy games, because it is, like, short for what it is.
Right.
Because
Zeldas are pretty big.
it's like 4 temples, and then you're done. But also, it's incredibly put together, and it's got a really vast world for being a Game Boy game.
Yep.
Like, it can take upwards of a few hours to beat it. Meanwhile, this, like, literally is going to be, like, 30 minutes at the most. And that's with, setbacks.
Right, right. I literally...
What the fuck was that Kirby doing?
he was getting jiggy with it.
This background is weird.
Yeah. I like it.
I kind of don't want to say what immediately comes to mind for me.
Why?
Okay, so I've been watching someone play Wolfenstein,
Okay.
the like most recent one. I think the most recent one, or whatever, New Order, that one. And when I look at that background, the first thought I have is like the Nazi SS symbol.
Oh, damn.
Because that's pretty much what that is.
Are we gonna connect Kirby to Nazism now? Is that our job? Are we the game conspiracists?
Well, I mean...
That's just a conspirator.
Kirby does puff up his cheeks.
Also, Krako's eye, like, before he turns into full Krako. You notice there's, like, square around it, right?
Yeah. It's a little... Probably could have turned out better, but I can give it a pass.
Also, the glitchiness of when he births something.
I like how we're
Like,
fighting Krako, and this just super happy music is
Yeah.
still playing. Wow.
See ya.
Oh.
So here's the last boss.
Yeah, we
Dedede.
have a kind of wrestling match with Dedede.
Except he cheats because he brings weapons.
Yeah.
I've played the Dedede fight in Adventure so often that this may or may not be a breeze. I have to, like, remember that there's different delay for everyone's jumps in this, including my own.
Yeah.
Because this is not the NES. It's not the SMBS.
So,
That noise just sounds like a regular vacuum.
the little, like, victory
Oh, shit.
symbol thing that Dedede does.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you look at Dedede, he's got like Pac-Man over here and a bunny rabbit over here, but those are his hands.
yeah, that was the thing I was gonna say. For the longest time, I registered the thing on, like, the back of his robe, I guess, as a rabbit, and I didn't know what that was about.
Right. The same thing happened to me.
Also, how does he make the victory symbol?
With his like mitten hands. He extrudes the V for victory.
Also, the face he has when he inhales you.
Yes. It's beautiful, isn't it?
But on the subject of hands, how does Meta Knight have, like, a proper, like, hand, kinda, when he's, like, basically the same thing as Kirby?
I blame robot arms.
Also, how does he have a, like, pauldron, I think it's called, the shoulder things?
Those are like just attached to his like upper body head place.
That doesn't make it any clearer, because he is a sphere, but...
They're like glued on. So that's Kirby's
Dreamland, I think it was?
yeah, Kirby's Dreamland. Yep, here's what we do now.
We rain food across the land,
Yep.
and also turn into a zeppelin.
The plot is that Dedede stole all the food, but it doesn't tell you that, so you just have to play the game.
Uh-huh.
and watch as Kirby rains food.
That was probably one of those, like, manual things.
I bet, yeah.
More of a hot air balloon, really.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on Kirby's Dream Land?
It was short. I'm
Yeah,
sure I
it
would
was.
have liked it much more as a child, but like as of this age, I would probably just rather play like Amazing Mirror
And
or
so
something.
many players. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice time waster for like 30 minutes.
I'd rather play Nightmare in Dreamland and like go through Meta Nightmare if I'm gonna do a Kirby thing in one sitting.
Right.
Because that eats away a nice like hour or something, and also is fucking rad because you're Meta Knight.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye, Kirby. And bye-bye all of you.
Thank you for watching.
Were those other Kirbys in the foreground?
Possibly. Press up A and select on the title screen to start a new adventure.
How the fuck are we supposed to, like, feasibly do that on a Wii remote?
He's pitching a fit!
Well.
Cut. So that was faster than I expected.
That was exactly as fast as I expected.
Now what?
Eh?